Hey everybody, it's Michael Pedone again with salesbuzz.com. And one of the most popular questions I get is when it comes to doing outbound sales is, should I call or should I email first? Now, my answer has always been forever and a day to call first, but you have to understand something. My background is in straight commission sales. So when I got into selling by phone many years ago, too many that I don't want to really count that far back, but we didn't even have email as an option yet. So when I give that answer, I've seen how where people who were supposed to be selling by phone and then email was involved and they would default to that. But the biggest reason they were doing it that way is because they did not have their skill set where it needed to be to pick up the phone and get a prospect on the phone. They didn't know how to pique interest and gain permission to continue the call to get that sales conversation going, right? So they were getting all this rejection, and so they would just go to email and send out a bunch of emails instead. And they didn't feel the pain or the sting of when that email got deleted. Unfortunately, they were making the same mistakes in email as they were on the phone. They just didn't feel the ramifications of it, of being hung up on or giving objections because people just didn't respond, right? So my answer has always been to call first. But with that being said, as things evolve, I think it's also important to understand that if you take your lead buckets, right, and you put them into different categories, for example, an inbound warm lead is the top priority, whether it's an active, obviously if it's a call and you take it, but if they're filling out a form, requesting some information, that lead is top priority. That lead gets a call. It blows my mind when people don't call those kind of leads. They just send an email to try to schedule a call. I mean, if it's a warm hand raiser, call that thing right away. Call that lead right away. If you have voicemail, leave a voicemail, then send your email, and then schedule a second attempt within a couple hours. If that's, like I said, if it's a warm lead. The other type of leads that are out there is when you're prospecting, you're doing cold outreach, cold calls, whatever. But the ICPs, the ideal customer profile of that, that lead matches your ICP so much that it's a high probability that they could really benefit from what you offer. I'm also going to say, even though it's a cold lead in that scenario, call first, leave a voicemail, send an email. The third bucket is going to be where there's the lead could potentially be a sale, right? They have enough data points to go, this could be qualified at least as a suspect, but it's not going to be as high as probable as the other leads that fit in that second category, right? The ones that really fit your ICP, things of that nature. Those are the ones in that category. They have just enough to be they're enough to not disqualify them, right? Those are the leads I would go ahead and send an email first to. And there's lots of great tools out there that you could use where you're going to want like multi-email touch points, right? I would just say 2 to 3 emails tops, spread out maybe over a week to 10 days on that third tier level leads. And listen, I get deals out of those. There's business in there, right? So you do the outreach, you have it worded right where you got to pique interest. You have to have that what's in it for them value statement. You have to make it easy for them to reach out to you, safe for them to reach out to you. I love using a link in my emails for them to schedule a call. I had one yesterday, sent it out. And within seconds, the guy, when I saw that he opened it, because I use yesware.com, not plugging them, just telling you what I use. There's plenty of other tools that are out there. But I was able to send it out. I got a notification that they opened the email, and then I got a notification they clicked the link, and I just waited for it. And sure enough, 30 seconds later, it came back that they scheduled a call with me for next week. So these things can work. Where you want to stay away from is if you're sending out a bunch of emails because you're not getting any success on the phone. It's you're either calling the wrong people or it's what you're saying after hello, my name is, that is causing you to not get the responses that you need to get that sales conversation going. And if you don't fix that, you're going to make the same mistake in the email that you send, and you're just going to be burning through good leads and still not hitting quota. I hope this helps. We'll see you next time. Again, if you have any, if you want tips like this, just go to salesbuzz.com. You can go to the blog page there. Feel free to sign up and you'll get these things sent to you automatically as they come out. All right. I hope this helps. Take care.